What's going on, guys? Spisak here, and today I'm going to share with you my entire Jordan collection. I figured I'd do this video today just because the Yeezy Booster launch for me went absolutely miserable, and instead of just sitting in bed just kind of being tired all day because I stayed up for the launch, figured I'd do something that's exciting. And I know you guys like seeing collection videos. Keep in mind, Jordan is probably the smallest part of my collection. I'm a huge runner fan and I collect a lot of different things, so I am looking forward to doing a complete collection video once the channel hits 100,000 subscribers. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and hopefully we'll get to that goal very soon. But let's get started with my Jordan collection. Alright guys, first thing first, we'll start with the boring stuff. This is the Jordan 29 from the Gift of Flight pack. I also have the Hair Jordan colorway and the original elephant print colorway. They're both in my car because they are my go-to hoop shoe. This pair is still on ice. I picked it up for like $120 when people were dumping their Gift of Flight packs. So really happy with these. I think they're super clean. Would love to break them out next time I get invited out to a Jordan event. So I've been saving them for that occasion. And I kept them just chilling in the half box here. So first up. Next up, a Jordan 4 from this year. I really like the Jordan 4s I did so far. This is the Legend Blue, or the Columbia Blue Jordan 4 as I like to refer to it. They did a really nice job on the leather here. This was kind of the first remastered Jordan of 2015. And this is a great colorway. I got this when I was out at Villa Mall of America too, so I have a great nice little story that goes along with this pair. Very happy with the colorway and super wearable. Next up, I have an Oreo Jordan 4 box, and there's nothing in it. Why is there nothing in it? Because Jacob Keller, you need to ship them back to your boy. It's been too long. They're sitting at Jacob's house. If you can, tag Jacob in the comments or bug him on Twitter and be like, you need to ship back T-Blake's Oreos because he misses them, which I genuinely do. I didn't mean for it to happen this way, but we're still looking at Jordan 4s. This is a 2000 pair, or is it 1999? I forget. But this is the first time they retroed this colorway with the OG style Nike Air branding in the back. I picked these up at a sneaker event for a steal. I think I paid $200. These are basically in dead stock condition. Unfortunately, for that reason, the soles are not safe to wear, so I'm really waiting for Sneakerhead in the Bay to take me up on sole swapping these. That would be awesome. I wouldn't be mad if he messed them up either, but he does a great job anyway. So really looking forward to be able to restore these and rock them. So I've kind of kept them on ice, so to speak. Not that I could really wear them, just waiting for the right time to sole swap these out. Next up, one of my favorite Jordans of all time. This is the Black Cement Jordan 3. This is the 2013 release. I had the CDP pack released before. Completely destroyed them, beat them up. I'm pretty sure that I donated them afterwards, and that sounds kind of bad, but they still were like looking really good, and I had people that wanted to buy them from me, so I just donated them to charity. But clean pair. I haven't rocked this as much as I would like. I think once it starts being fall, I'll break these in again. This is a sneaker I'm always looking to buy too, 11.5 to 12. Just throwing that out there. But I love the Black Cement Jordan 3. Next up, I have a beater pair of Varsity Red Jordan 6s. There's not too many sneakers that I have destroyed. I purchased these off, I dropped them. I purchased these off eBay for I think $80. They were in a little bit rougher condition than the photos looked, so the seller basically gave them to me for $60. So now I have a nice little fun hoop shoe to play in, or just something to beat up where, you know, once they're on foot they really don't look that bad, but there's a lot of marks and scuffs on them. But one of my favorite Jordans as well when it comes to Jordan 6s. Next up, another Jordan 3. This is the True Blue Jordan Retro 3. Another very clean colorway. I'm a huge fan of Jordan 3s, in case you haven't noticed. And between these and the Black Cement, they go down as kind of my favorites. Would love to get another pair of white cements, just got to find the right price for them. And I recently had a pair of 88 retros come through, but I ended up getting rid of them just because I have a funny feeling, you know, Jordan's going to be really playing out the Jordan Nike Air stuff the next couple of years. So until that time, I did have the True Blues, and I'm really happy with them. Alright, making our way over to the next side of the pile, I believe I'm starting to get into some of my fire sneakers. This is the Doernbecher Jordan 3. I have a complete Doernbecher Jordan collection, which you guys will get to see in a second. But the Doernbecher Jordan 3 was great. I had a size 11.5, recently swapped it for a size 12. This is the first release, not the 2013 retro. One of the things that bothers me about these pairs is even authentic pairs, some of them have like poor craftsmanship across the tongue, so that was really frustrating. I'm going to pick these up from a close friend that works at Nike, so I don't have to worry about the legitimacy. But again, one of my favorite sneakers from the Doernbecher collection. It's going to be hard not to keep saying like my favorite shoes from the Doernbecher collection, but this is like another one I really loved. I remember reading about the sneaker on Soul Collector a long time ago on the Doernbecher Jordan 4, and I just was so in awe of the fact that they put the Superman logo here, you know, with the Jumpman. And at the time, I didn't really know that much about the Doernbecher Children's Hospital collection, and this sneaker really helped me learn as much as I could about previous releases in the history of the charity. So for me to have this sneaker in my collection, to have it be one of the sneakers I wear often, was just great. So I'm a big fan of this one as well. Next up, we have the Doernbecher Jordan 9. This is a sneaker I was able to get at Nike Town Boston, probably the last time I manually copped a Nike RSVP. This was kind of before bots, but also at the same time, like right when bots were really getting big. So this is the last thing I picked up from Nike Town Boston, which I was really happy about. I love this sneaker. I like the fact that they incorporate the colors of the Mexican flag on the outsole. I think it's a very unique thing that you don't see on too many Jordans. And aesthetically wise, this is probably the most professionally done Doernbecher Children's Hospital sneaker. Next up, a sneaker which when I did a video on the Doernbecher collection, once I'd completed it, I had left this sneaker out. This is the Doernbecher Jordan 8 from the most recent release. Apparently a Doernbecher Jordan 13 is coming out this year, so hopefully I'll be able to cop that. I had two pairs of these at one time. I traded one. When I traded it, I accidentally mixed up the sizes. I had 11.5 and 12, and I put the 11.5 right foot and the 12 left foot in one box, and the guy that I sold them to was a close friend, and we didn't realize until like 3 months afterwards, so we made sure we swapped them back. But again, I'm really happy to have gotten these ones. I think I paid like $400 for these, which was really cheap at the time, considering now I think they go for $750 or $8. So I was really happy to get these for a fair price from a really good seller. Some people's favorite Doernbecher sneaker, Doernbecher, that's a good way of putting it. Some people's least favorite, this is the Doernbecher Jordan 2. It was actually the first Jordan in the series, and probably one of the most unique. It's got this peacock pattern on the upper, you've got some reptile snakeskin print, a really nice nubuck on the upper, you got Proverbs on the tongue, just a bunch of stuff going on with this one. I personally like these a lot. I think they're super underrated. And apparently this is also the most limited one in terms of production numbers. A lot of blogs put them at a little bit over 1,000 pairs, so if you don't see these very often, there's a good reason. Next up, the Doernbecher Jordan 1. I've had 3 pairs of these, and I did a nice trade with a buddy out in Portland, Oregon to get what is a super pristine pair. 100% stars, everything, worn about once. Patent leather on this is bananas. It's inspired by a love of the patient that created this really wanted to take his mother on a vacation afterwards, so you got all these palm trees on the side. Beautiful sneaker, really crazy use of patent leather on the upper, and another sneaker that I'm really happy to have. Alright guys, continuing on, and the other Doernbecher sneakers are somewhere in this pile, so I'll do it out of order, it's no big deal. We have the Bin Jordan 7, one of the sneakers that got me into limited sneakers. I had a close friend who wore them to school one day and really got me hooked. I love this pair, I love the pattern, I love the outsole. There's really nothing bad to say, in my opinion, about this sneaker, apart maybe from the fact that they're so freaking expensive now. But really cool sneaker. I love the bin quality Jordans. I did a full video in depth on all the pairs that I have too, if you're curious to learning more. Next up, we have the Bin Jordan 13. Just a outrageously soft nubuck and suede on the upper. Cleveland Cavaliers colorways for the win. I'm not a Cavs fan, but I just want to say for the win. You've got the Bin stamp of approval across the tongue, awesome hologram, and of course the dust bags that come with these. Crazy quality sneaker. Next up, we have the Bin Jordan 5. This is probably the best quality leather I've seen on a Jordan release anywhere of all time. Super clean, obviously a play on the metallic black, classic, iconic nubuck though, Jordan 5. Very clean pair that I have here. A lot of people like the white laces. I personally chose not to put them in. But again, super quality on these. Told you we'd get back to the Doernbecher collection. This is the Doernbecher Jordan 10. This was released 2 years ago. Inspired by a love of video games and motocross and biking. To a lot of people, this is probably the ugliest Jordan Doernbecher sneaker. That's just his popular opinion. It's not my opinion. To me, I just like all of them, and I can find something that I enjoy about the story in each one. So definitely a must. These are probably the cheapest Doernbecher sneakers right now in dead stock condition. You can find them for like $360 to $400. I'm seriously contemplating buying them up because they'll go back up eventually, especially when people look back and think about how cool this release was. So kind of a hidden gem in my collection, a sneaker people don't talk about, but the Doernbecher Jordan 10. Getting back into the Doernbecher collection, like I talked about earlier, this is the Doernbecher Jordan 6. This is a dead stock pair in awesome, awesome condition. I've kept these really tightly under wraps. Again, I'm going to have to break them out eventually, but until then I just really wanted to be careful about storing these. You see a lot of these pairs in awful condition, and recently there's a lot of fakes out there, so it was really cool to get these. This was the last Doernbecher sneaker I needed at the time to finish my collection. Part of the reason was because dead stock pairs were so expensive. Trying to find a size 11 to 12 was really impossible. Luckily I had a friend sell them, so I was able to pick them up and complete the collection. So this is the Doernbecher Jordan 6. Alright, last sneaker to complete the Doernbecher collection is the Doernbecher Jordan 5. This was a sneaker I picked up on a restock, and another sneaker where if I hadn't gotten it for retail, I really don't think I would have coughed up resale. Between $1,000 and $1,300 is what it costs to get a pair in my size. Crazy awesome story, you know, behind this, and the design and the energy that went behind this was crazy. You know, unfortunately the person that was designing the sneaker passed away, and they turned the project into kind of memorializing his death. So a really awesome story hidden here. This is a sneaker that I will never wear ever, just because I think it's you know, it's kind of not sacred, but it's you know, it just has a lot of meaning, and to me I prefer keeping it, you know, in dead stock condition, just out of respect to the story and the kind of feeling that went into this sneaker. Next up we have the Soulfly Jordan Spisak. This was limited to 23 pairs for family and friends. How I got one, I'm not really sure. I didn't get it from Soulfly, obviously, and I should say how the person I got them from got them, I'm not really sure. But this is a really cool sneaker. I've been a fan of the Spisak since day one, and to have kind of the ultimate Spisak in terms of rarity was really cool, and this was something that I picked up for like a stupid good price too. So I traded them for bin Jordan 5s. I found the person locally that I traded with and bought them back off of them. So this is something that's not going to leave the collection. They left once and I was upset about it, so I'm not going to go down that road again. We've got 4 more to go. We're getting into some of my Jordan 1s. This is the Jordan 1 that released out in the CDP pack, I believe, a while ago. And then they retroed it, essentially, I think last year or 2 years ago, to have Nike Air aesthetic to it. Black, white Jordan, super clean, can't go wrong. This is a sneaker I'm still waiting to break out. A lot of Jordan 1s recently have been really hurting my feet, so this will probably be something that I rock very sparingly this fall, but I was super happy to be able to have this pair in the collection. Another fun memory from All-Star Weekend was the New York Jordan 1, which released at a bunch of Foot Action locations at Flight 23 stores, like the Public School New York one, just minus the Public School branding on the back tab. This sneaker is really awesome, and it came with a full pin set and everything like that. This is another sneaker I've had on ice just for a while. A little bit similar in colorway to the black and white ones that I have, so I'm really saving this for a time that I go to New York and I go watch a game or something like that. So really happy to have these in the collection as well. Next up, and this is a sneaker you guys probably have seen a bunch. I've had it for a very long time. This is the Election Day Jordan 1. I've been saving it for Election Day. I bought it 3 years ago. We're 1 year away. Again, it features like the Republican and Democrat insoles, bunch of cool things. I have a full review on my channel for these, but keeping them on ice until Election Day. Alright guys, and last but not least, this is the Peapod Jordan 8. This is a colorway I've been in love with for a really long time. It's a lifestyle colorway from Jordan brand, and I just like the randomness of it. This kind of pea green is inherently ugly, but for some reason I just think it looks really dope. And for a while I've been looking for these, so I found a pair in dead stock condition for a great price, so I went ahead and picked it up. So alright guys, that's been my Jordan brand sneaker collection. If you could please hit that thumbs up button for me, it goes a super long way. I've linked down below in the description the link over to an awesome eBay kind of search criteria to help you guys find any of the sneakers that I talked about in today's video. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter for latest updates. If you need a legit check or anything like that, I'm here to help. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. T-Leg signing out. Catch you guys soon. Peace.